Cheri here. Welcome to this edition of Cruise and Travel Talk podcast. Welcome everyone. Sorry for the delay. We were trying to get our systems to talk to each other and our programs to talk to each other. So it took us a little bit. But hey, that's the world we live in today. Technology, you got to love it or hate it, whichever. And I see so many people already in the chat. Welcome, everyone. So we do have a very special guest for you today. So we won't be, as active reading the chat until after our presentation, and then we'll take questions and everything then. So if you're new, my name is Cheri. I am a travel advisor from the St. Louis area. This is Cruise and Travel Talk. This is where we talk about all kinds of cruise, travel, news, and upcoming things. So if you like to cruise or travel or, just like to talk about it, why this is the channel for you. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment. Make sure you ding the bell so that you'll get notified anytime I go live or post a new video. So you won't miss out on fun things like today. So, woohoo! Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. If not, please let me know. But without any further ado, I have a very special guest tonight. She is the Senior Director of Sales of Carnival Cruiselines, Miss Alicia Steuart. Hello, Alicia.
Hi, Cheri. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. Finally, we got to get on. Lovely technical issues, right?
Right. You got to love it. You got to love it.
Gotta love it.
But I tell you what, I told you this story before, but I just want to tell everybody I am so happy to finally meet you, even though it's virtually. I'll say meet you. I'm so happy to finally meet you and get to talk to you because I have seen your name in my email for the last almost decade, So happy to finally meet you.
Well, you too. I know it's the virtual world we live in, right? No, I'm thrilled to be here and obviously excited to talk about the fun stuff with cruising and specifically on Carnival. So thrilled.
Oh my gosh, Carnival is just killing it. I mean, they've got, the new XL ships, the new Italian fun style ships, and just so many exciting things happening. So, as I told you, I do have a group cruise on the Carnival Jubilee in February.
So
yes. So we have a nice group. Some of them are here in the chat, actually, that are going to be in that group in February. So we are super excited to talk about the Jubilee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that ship is going to be amazing. So, we, I guess, let's say pre-COVID. I don't even like bringing up that word, but we'll say it.
Yeah, I know.
We had our new baby, which was the Mardi Gras. So she was our newest XL class ship. So she's the first XL class. So our largest ships at 180,000 tons. They're actually the first to sail in North America on liquefied natural gas. So that's a good thing for the environment as well.
Very exciting, yes.
But I mean, these ships, they are game changers. So the Mardi Gras came out first, and this was kind of like a nod back to our beginnings because our first ship ever at Carnival was the Carnival Mardi Gras. But trust me when I say she's a little different. It's about 12 times the size of the first one that originated. But they're done so well. We have all of these ships. So the Jubilee that Cheri mentioned is a sister ship. So she's going to be the newest of the XL class that comes out in December of this year. So we've got Jubilee, and I will be talking about this a little bit more, showing them off. But the Jubilee Mardi Gras and celebration on the XL class. And it's really neat. And the concept was a little different when we designed these ships, and they're done in like 6 different zones. And how I like to explain it is each zone kind of has its own personality, its own ambiance and feel, and it offers even more choices of activities, dining, entertainment, and it just it's a game changer. It's outstanding. So anybody that goes will be thrilled, let me tell you.
Yes, and I have some friends that are lucky enough to have already sailed on the Mardi Gras and on the celebration as well. So, they've been telling me all about it.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. Well, I'm thrilled you're going to be sailing with us soon. So yay!
Yes, yes. So I got so excited about the Jubilee that I couldn't wait till February.
Don't blame you.
So I kind of did a thing and I went ahead and booked the celebration in October.
Oh, that's right. That's awesome.
I
You'll
just
get,
couldn't
you'll
wait
get,
till
yeah, you'll get to see
February.
all the sisters. It's like you're visiting all the little sister ships, right?
That's right. So, I just have the celebration to warm up for the Jubilee. That's what it
There you
is.
go. There you go. Well, you can't go wrong. That's for sure.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So we have a little video to start off with here. So just bear with me a moment and I'm going to share that. Okay. I will be right back. Okay. Should be seeing that now. Okay. Good. Okay. Here we go.
Woohoo! I'm ready.
Amazing. Oh, there we go. Okay. So who's excited? I'm excited.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. And I just saw some comments. I saw somebody was on our inaugural sailing of the celebration and sailed on the Pride recently. So I'm seeing all these comments already. I love it.
Hey, I have a whole lot of Carnival fans in the chat. I'm here to tell you right now,
Well,
we
they'll probably
all
be able to
love
say more than
Carnival.
me. Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Yes, yes. So that's why everybody's so excited to have you here today. Alicia,
Oh,
thank you again.
oh, my
So,
pleasure.
yeah. So, anything you want to talk about before we get started on the presentation?
Yeah, well, you know what? I know probably so many of you obviously have sailed with us, so I'm so thrilled with that. I have too. I've been with Carnival now almost 25 years. And so I've definitely taken advantage of sailing as much as possible with my family. And we've gone, with the kids, by ourselves, with the parents, with everybody. And oh yeah, I see someone cruising on Venezia soon. I love it. But I got to tell you, it's so cool to see the evolution of our product. So for those of you that have been sailing with us a while, you can probably attest to that. Just to see how our product has evolved and the offerings, whether it's dining, the decor, you name it. It's just such a new, I guess, enhanced version of Carnival, but still with the fun. And that's where our core is. We want it to be fun and friendly and welcoming to our guests. And I think we're doing an outstanding job with that. In fact, we're actually right now, we are going gangbusters, as Cheri mentioned. It has been crazy. People are booking early. So let me tell you, oh my gosh, if you're even considering going with Cheri on the Jubilee in February, do it soon. Like, you guys, I'm telling you, our window, like for people to book, it typically was like 3 or 4 months out. Now that booking window is over 10 months out. I mean, we are completely going out full, which is incredible. And it shows you the excitement I think that everybody has for getting back to cruising, traveling again, being with their friends and family. And, they're getting on board the product and having a great time. So we're thrilled about that.
Oh, I tell you, I think I got one of the last cabins, I think, on the celebration on that sailing
I
in
know.
October. I mean, they are just sailing full capacity for
Yeah.
sure.
It is, but it's exciting. But so yeah, so I was sharing, with Cheri, I was planning to show a presentation, just to kind of talk about everything going on. Again, for those of you that have cruised with us, thank you. We so appreciate you and appreciate your loyalty, and we love having you come back to us. But I'll also be able to kind of share some new things that are going on, as well as maybe just some tips that you might find handy. And for those newbies, hopefully there'll be something that you'll learn. And for those that have been with us many times, I hope that you take away something good too. But anyway, we were having technical issues, so Cheri is going to have to be my Vanna with the
Yes.
slides. Hope you don't mind. But I thought, we'll go through it and kind of just talk about what's happening with the product and different offerings for you guys. I hope that's okay. And then, get to other things if we have questions and want to chat about. Does that sound good?
Yeah, and I tell you what, I was going to say too that we have a lot of platinum cruisers in the chat as
Oh, I love
well.
that.
So
Awesome. Congratulations. And once again,
platinum
thank
and
you. So
soon
you
to
guys
be.
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
platinum and
great.
soon to be platinum. Yeah, definitely. So
Wonderful.
lots and lots of Carnival lovers. Okay, guys, like she said, we're kind of improvising right here. Um, so bear with us, and I'm going to try to present this as well as I can. So just I'm going to
Ooh, I
share
see
share
platinum
screen.
on the Forense inaugural. Yay, that's awesome.
Yay, Amy!
Oh, that's cool.
Platinum.
Very cool.
Okay, share. Okay, I'm going to share entire screen. And then
There
I'm
you
going to
go.
do that. Okay, are you seeing it?
Yeah. And so just go to the slideshow from the beginning and we'll be good. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You guys seeing it okay?
I'm looking here on it's a little bit delayed, but yeah, okay, yeah. It's on there. I see it.
It's on there. Okay, perfect.
All right,
So,
Alicia, you just take the
yeah,
floor.
we'll just go right along. And feel free, Cheri, if you see anything you want to comment on too. But all right, so let's get started. You can go ahead and move to the next slide. So,
Okay.
for those of you who've been cruising with us, you'll know, one of the reasons why we are the most popular cruise line in North America is we offer the close to home cruising. And, we started doing this, oh gosh, I forget how long I've been, how old I am, how long I've been with Carnival. So I will say it really goes back maybe 15 years that we really started offering more home port options. Because back in the day, for those of you who've been cruising a while, there was really two options from North America. You pretty much either sailed from California or from Florida, right? It was like Miami or LA. And then New York came along. And then anyway, it started expanding. Well, we realized, we had this opportunity with our ships because we were building at such a quick rate to start repositioning in different cities to see, okay, if we bring it closer, is that going to attract guests? And it's been so tremendously successful, and it makes sense, right? So
Oh,
for
sure.
most of the vacation public, right, it allows that ability to either get on a short flight or drive, because we are within a 5-hour drive range of half of the United States. So, I mean, it really is pretty astounding. So, especially for those who've never tried cruising before, it makes it a very attractive option. And then, of course, once you get on board, as you platinum folks know, they love it, want to come back, and then, try new things. So, what we try to do is really move the ships around different ports of call and home ports, offer short cruising and long cruising options. So again, that's worked very well for us. So you can kind of see here on the map where we sail from. Okay,
Yeah,
move to the
so
next.
many places to choose from.
Yeah, so many to choose from.
Okay,
So,
you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, of course, we sail year round to the Caribbean. That's going to be our mainstay. We are the number one cruise line in the Caribbean, offering so many choices, as well as Bahamas and Mexico. So, we do, shorter cruising starting at 3 days on up to some longer cruises, up to like 9 and 10 days, even in the Caribbean. And then we also have seasonal cruising to Bermuda. So, we're very excited. We've got more cruising to Bermuda than ever before from New York and Norfolk. So that's exciting too.
Absolutely.
All right, you can go to the next screen. Sorry, I hate having to do this to you. So, Australia. Now, we have been in Australia for the past several years. This has been really exciting. It's done very well. It's been so successful. We now have two ships sailing in Australia, offering some short cruises that are, of course, more attractive to the locals. Albeit some Americans go over and do some land portion and then also do a short cruise too. But then we also have, of course, longer cruises in Australia and New Zealand. So that's been really fantastic. That's definitely on my bucket list. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we have some YouTube friends down there, the Down Under Cruisers.
Oh,
So,
I love that. I love that.
yes, yeah, we have some
Okay.
friends down there. Okay,
All
ready?
right. You can move to the next one. Yes. So then the other offerings we have are, again, seasonal, of course, to Alaska, Canada, Europe, and Hawaii. So one of the things I'll say, I think we only have two ships in Alaska. So a lot of our sister companies, if you're familiar with our product and our brand, you may know that we've got sister companies that are Holland America and Princess are two of the nine that do a lot of cruising in Alaska. Oh, what I see. Yep, I already see comments. It's a bucket list item. Let me tell you, Alaska is
Mhm.
fantastic. And a lot of times people don't think Carnival in Alaska. Now, if you're interested in going to Alaska and doing a long cruise tour and expanding into a land portion, then I definitely would look to some of our sister companies, and Cheri can, tell you all about that, but like Princess or Holland America Line. But if you're just
Yeah,
looking to
both.
cruise, yeah, they're excellent. You can't go wrong.
Mm-mm.
If you're just looking to cruise, we offer a wonderful option too, because we do sailings that do round trip Seattle. So one thing that does, obviously, it keeps your rate down for air. So that helps. The other
Wow.
thing is we do departures midweek, and this has been people don't realize the advantage of this. Oh, lots of friends on the Spirit. I love that. Exactly. So we do midweek sailings. And what this does is enable us to be in the ports of call at a different time than most other ships. So a lot of times when we're in port, it's only
Oh,
us and maybe one other ship. And these towns are very intimate and small. And so it really makes a difference in the overall experience, because a lot of the other lines sail over the weekend. So when they're in port with seven ships, and you're talking thousands and thousands of people. So it's kind of interesting. It's very different, but it is beautiful. If you have not done Alaska, highly recommend it. And then again, I mentioned we do our seasonal cruising. We are in Canada. We do longer cruises to Hawaii, as well as back in Europe next year. And we are going to be offering, we're there this summer, but it's pretty much sold out. We will be back next year and have a wide array of offerings. So we're going to kind of move around quite a bit. So we'll have some, even Iceland, Greenland. We're going to be doing Barcelona. We're going to be sailing out of London. So for those of you that are looking to cross over the pond, we'll
hmm
definitely have some wonderful options there. Okay, you can
well,
go to the
Hawaii
next.
is definitely on my bucket list.
Oh,
So
I
I would
love
love to
Hawaii.
go to Hawaii from like LA or something like that.
Yes, yes, that's a wonderful option too.
And I want to say hello to everyone that's coming in new in the chat. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Oh, I love it. And someone booked Radiance for Hawaii 2025. Yes, fabulous. So the other thing I want to mention, and some of you, because I know there's some platinum cruisers out there are the Carnival Journeys cruises. And these are something really unique that we offer. And once again, because we have so many of our guests that sail with us over and over again, that we keep wanting to create unique opportunities. And one of them is Carnival Journeys. And what this is longer cruises, anywhere from 9 to 30 days, as you can see here, with an array of different itineraries: Panama Canal, transatlantic, Canada and Greenland, Singapore, Trans-Pacific in Japan and New Zealand. So lots of opportunities. But what these are longer cruises. They're very focused on the itinerary. They're very focused on the culture. We really pull in kind of local entertainment, local cuisine that we connect with. We also do different academies at sea. So it's a really unique feel on board these sailings. And so for those of you who've kind of been there, done that, and looking for something different, or you've got a little more time on your hands, lucky you,
Yeah.
definitely look to these. Talk to Cheri about these, because there's definitely some really awesome new itineraries that we've come out with that, I mean, you can get some fantastic deals on. So that's another good option to consider.
Yes. I was just talking about the Japan one
Oh,
the other day. I was just like, that sounds amazing to me.
yes, I know. And I, just because I happened to see this as we're going through, I saw a comment in this, just Dave. Hi.
Yeah.
So I see you live close to Port Canaveral, last minute deals. Let me tell you, historically, yes, there, at times you can get these last minute deals called like pack and go. What is
Mhm.
so unique right now in our situation, as I mentioned previously, we are sold out. We just are really booking so full that we have not had a lot of close-in sailings available. Now, not to say that something may not pop up. You can always reach out. Cheri can help you because she has access to looking at all that with us, and contact us, because that way we can reach out to like our sailing coordinator to say, hey, if we have any last minute cancellations, let us know, since you're so close to the port. So definitely check. But I got to tell you, we're kind of in this situation I've never seen in my 25 years at Carnival, of how fully booked we are. So, but things change. You never know. So always check in with us.
Absolutely.
All
Okay, you
right.
ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Okay, so this picture really is transitioning into talking about our ships, and I think most of you on this call with us, if you already know our ships, you know they're floating resorts. That's kind of what I wanted to say. Is when you think of our ships, I want you to think of it as a floating resort, because that's what it is. If you think about having all of the benefits of a fabulous resort, with so many choices of entertainment, dining, everything's right there at your fingertips. Great pools, great relaxing areas, spa, workout, you name it. But you get to go to several places. And it just makes the ease of travel that much better, right? So that's what I want you to think about. Is it is a floating resort with the best value that you can possibly imagine for your vacation. Okay, you can
I
go
want to
into the next.
I
Yeah,
want
go
to be
ahead.
right there in that hot tub right there.
I know, right? I know.
Oh goodness. Okay.
So tons of outdoor fun, again, for those of you that have been with us, but so much for the whole family, just really depending on what you're looking for in your vacation. And the nice thing is, with our ships, they're large enough to offer an array of options outdoors. So it's not just one pool. We'll have several pool options. So we'll have a water park, which is great for families and great for the kiddos. Now, mind you, we like to ride down the slides too, so you don't have to be a kid to do it. But it's a lot of fun. But that's where you see a lot of the kiddos hanging out. We also, of course, have the main pool area, which is going to be more resort style pool. And that's going to be the one that's more active. So we'll have, during the day, we have all kinds of activities going on. We'll have games, we'll have live music, we'll have, at night, we have movies under the stars. It is fantastic. It's a great place to hang and spend time. That's where we have our deck parties at night, which are a lot of fun. And then, of course, we even amp it up a little bit with some of our new ships. We even have added not only ropes courses, we have things like Sky Ride that you can see here, where you pedal above the ship, taking in panoramic views, 14 stories high. So it's pretty spectacular. But again, a lot to choose from. Yeah. All right. You can go on to the next slide.
Okay.
And then, of course, this is so one of our more expanded pool areas. So this is going to be kind of that hub. And for those of you that have been with us, you know exactly what I mean. This is where you're going to go. There's all the outdoor eateries, there's bars, there's entertainment, there's everything going on. But the nice thing is that on the opposing sides of the ship, you're going to find other spaces as well. So if you're just looking for a quieter pool area, we've got it. If you're looking for the family area, we've got it. If you're looking for the adults only area, we've got it. So lots of choices. It's something for everybody. And me personally, when I'm on vacation with my family, I like to take part in all of it, right? Some days I want to be with the crowd. I want to, laugh at and giggle at everybody in the dance contests, and I want to listen to live music. Other days, I want to go sit, take a nap, read a good book, drink my little pina colada and sit in the sun. So,
Yes.
it just is a matter. But that's what I love about our ships and the design is that we have so many offerings that not only is it appealing for all ages, but it's also appealing to me to all individuals, depending on your mood for the day, what you feel like doing. So lots of options. Okay,
Yeah.
go to the next slide.
I love the dive-in movies there.
Oh,
I love
I
to
do
sit out there and
too.
watch the movies.
I know it's so much fun. And then this, I love the sports square that we've added. On most of our ships, you're going to find the sports square, and we're going to have things like the jogging track. You're going to have miniature golf. This one has a ropes course. We have basketball. We've been adding for those pickleball lovers. That's a new thing. I love it. I'm
Yeah.
addicted. I'm a pickleballer.
You
Um,
are awesome.
oh yeah, I'm a pickler. I'm a tennis player that is now fallen into the pickleball world, but
Oh,
that's a
okay.
new thing. But just again, so many activities for everybody to come and enjoy for the adults, for the kiddos, but and also where I look at this, it's a great way to work off the 8 meals a day that I'm going to have, and I know I'm going to do it. So I can say I won't, but it's going to happen. So then I feel less guilty because I
Well,
get to be active,
I always say that it's an unwritten law that you have to eat every 2 hours on a cruise ship.
right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the problem. They taunt you with all these wonderful things. It's like, oh, there's too
Oh,
many choices.
so much
Gotta
food, and
have it
I
all.
love the ropes course. It's so much fun. Absolutely love the ropes course.
So fun.
Mhm.
All right, we can head to the next.
Okay.
And then, of course, on our new Mac Daddy XL ships, we actually have the first roller coaster at sea, which
Cannot
is,
wait to get on the
I
boat.
know. Oh, good. I can't wait to see the video of you doing it.
That's
You're
right.
going to have to share with us.
I'll send it to you.
Yes. So as you can see, riding high all across the ship. So we've got both the roller coaster goes up to a little over 40 miles an hour. Now you can control the speed, so you don't have to go that fast. And anytime you ride it, it does do 2 laps around if you choose. But you can see it
Wow.
goes all above the entire ship, above the whole sports deck and the water park and the miniature golf, you name it. It's pretty spectacular. Funny thing is, I heard about this like I want to say it was like 12 years ago. One of our cruise directors somehow got wind of a design that we were doing, and the rumor got out. They were talking about a roller coaster, roller coaster. I'm like, oh my gosh, we would never. There's no way we'd
I
ever
would
have a
never do
roller
that.
coaster. I'm like, huh. Guess they did. They knew it. Yep, it happened.
And just looking at this picture, this is one thing that I love about Carnival is just all the colors. Just look at all the colors. It
Yeah.
just it just makes you happy just to look at it. It's just gorgeous.
Well, I love it, and it's hard. It's part of my world and my life. I've grown up at Carnival, and to me, it's so fun. I half the time I'm on board, I'm just taking in all the other guests and watching them just as families and kids, and just
Ah,
and getting out of their comfort zone. Just doing stuff that they would probably never do at home, but they're just having so much fun, and that just brings me so much joy. And that's what I love about our guests. I mean, I think that's what they're there to do.
absolutely. It's definitely the fun ships.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
All right.
next.
I guess we can move on. We'll go to the next. Of course, now this is once you've done the thrill rides, now you get to chill. This is the adult only
Yes.
space. Now, one of my personal favorites. I absolutely love going to Serenity. What's nice on our ships is that we do have a Serenity on all of them. They all look a little different. So, depending on the size of the ship and such, but what's nice is it's complimentary. You don't need to make reservations. You just go, and it's a great place. We'll have day beds, lounge chairs, hot tubs. Some have small pools, some, but we'll have like food service, bar service. And again, it's just a great space for adults to go. It's a little quieter, just relax and just enjoy. So, love, love, love this.
Amazing. Yeah, I could definitely spend all day right there. Right there.
I see it. Yep. All
Okay.
right. We can go on. And then, of course, entertainment. One of the things that I always say that's so nice is the options. It's so much entertainment, and it's very interesting because that is the time that I've been at Carnival. Of course, we've done resort vacations. I go on a lot of conferences too, and so I'm at different land-based resorts. I'm on different cruise lines, and so I get to kind of see and compare. And the one thing that always impresses me with our options is how many choices you get, and it's complimentary, right? So,
Yeah.
I just was in New York. We just had our ship rollout that I'll be talking about. And so we were in New York. And so we went in the night before and I went to see a show, which was fabulous, by the way. But,
Yeah.
it was $150 for the ticket and we got the half price tickets, so you think about the fact that you can go and see some fantastic production shows. You can see live music all over the ship. You can go to the comedy shows, which are outstanding. So you've got piano bars, you've got nightclubs without a cover charge. And that's kind of a big deal. You realize that when I go to resorts and realize, okay, I'm going to this, nightclub and they're charging me to get in, even though I'm staying at the property. It's so interesting. And I think we forget the tremendous value that's offered. And then not having to plan it in advance, right? So you never
Right.
know. That's the other thing I've noticed. A lot of places have gotten where you have to book it in advance, do all this. Well, sometimes it's nice to just go on vacation and just, if you're in the mood, you're in the mood, right? Depending on what you want. We have a string quartet playing. Some nights I want to do that. Other nights I want to go to the 80s rock party and dance like a fool. Some nights I'll go,
Mhm.
watch the show, maybe hit the casino. So I kind of love the fact that there's so many offerings that are just each and every day. You kind of pick and choose, and literally you could do something different every night, every day of your cruise. So
Oh,
I,
easily.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
makes up.
you never run out of things to do.
Yeah. Yep. True. True. All right. Go ahead. We'll move on to the next. I'm sorry. I'm talking too much. Can you tell I need to get on a cruise again?
Me too.
I always say it's been too long. It doesn't matter if it's only been a week or a
Yeah,
year. It's been too long.
always
Of
too
course,
long.
yeah, yeah. Of course, we have our full casinos, and of course, the more you play or donate, you'll probably get special offers to come back with us too. But we do have amazing casinos, of course, on all of our ships to pretty much play anything that you'll find at any gaming, as well as different tournaments, and a lot of fun with that too. And I know the casino department, for those that do play a lot of casino, will offer free drinks, do kind of different things to make it very attractive for our guests to come back and play.
Oh yeah, we have some casino fans in the chat right now.
Love it.
So they absolutely love the casinos. And yeah, if you want to find them in the evening, that's where they'll be.
Yes, that's so much fun.
Yeah.
I love it too. But again, recently being at a conference in Vegas, what strikes me, I like to play. I have my little stipend. There's a certain amount of money that I'm willing to donate,
Hmm.
but it's fine, right? It's like
Yeah.
that's how much that I'm going to do. But when I've been to Vegas recently. I mean, the tables are now, I don't know where all these people are coming from because every hand you play at blackjack, it starts at $25 on up. I'm like, ooh, you lose a few hands and I'm done. I like
And
the
yeah,
fact that
you're
I
like,
can
okay, I'm
for a
done.
while. Yeah, yeah. So it's a little bit easier and friendlier. So that part I like.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we can move on. Okay, and then of course all the different bars and lounges, and I don't know. I want to see. I'm going to pose this question: what are your favorite bars on board our ships? Because I know many of you have been on our ships, so I bet there will be some favorites. But I have my personal favorites, and one of them I just found on the Carnival Venezia. But
Mm.
we have about 18 to 21 different bars and lounges on our ships. And again, it's just, it's kind of nice because depending on your mood, depending on what you're, if you want some music, if you want it quiet, We even have little wine tastings in our libraries. So just,
Oh,
it just really is,
wow.
I know that's kind of fun. But we have our breweries, we have our the Alchemy Bar for mixology and some of the best, yeah, Alchemy Bar. That's one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, I hear a
Um,
lot about that. Yeah.
Oh my God, the martinis and it's so good. I know I'm trying to perfect our jalapeno cucumber margarita from the Alchemy Bar because it is so, pineapple, sorry, pineapple jalapeno. It is so good.
Yes,
Uh,
yes. I have a friend that likes that. Yeah, some kind of spicy jalapeno
yes.
pineapple. Yeah.
Pineapple, oh, so
Yeah.
good. Oh, and I see Latitudes on the Jubilee. Yes, that's a good one too. That's a beautiful bar. So, anyway, lots of choices there, no doubt. And the Carnival Kitchen, yes, love that. So many fun things
Mhm,
to do.
mhm.
All right, you can go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah. And then of course other entertainment. And again, there's so much to speak of, but on some ships we have IMAX, and then on select ships we have our Thrill 5D theater. We have on the Panorama we have our trampoline park. So depending on what you're looking for, I mean that's what's so nice is we try to have different attractions on the different ships as you're kind of exploring and checking out new things, new little wow features for our guests just to go out and enjoy.
Oh
All right.
yeah.
Oh, and I see. Yep, Blue Iguana Tequila Bar. That's another good one. See, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I have a friend that loves to go to the Carnival Vista, the
Yes.
IMAX. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
cool. I love that. All
So,
right.
yeah, he would vote that you put one of those on every ship.
On all the ships. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Thrill Theater. I see on the horizon. You're right. And then, of course, fitness centers. And I think we do a really good job. And this is kind of a fun fact. So my love of cruising started right out of college when I worked on Princess Cruises, heading up the fitness department. So I actually worked
Oh,
on board
wow.
cruise ships before being a travel agent, then before selling for Carnival. So it was
Okay.
fantastic. But they do such a good job. We have such great fitness trainers on board and the equipment is outstanding. I always appreciate the fact that we have really nice fitness centers that are open, all day into the evening, because I'm an early riser, and so that's my time to go kind of again work off last night's, food and drinks, so I can
2
continue,
desserts.
so I can do it again, and then feel less guilty about it. It's
And
horrible.
look at those views from those windows. Woo!
Exactly, exactly, and you get the good views. So
You won't
yeah,
get that on land anywhere,
nope,
huh?
exactly. All right, we can move to the next. And then, of course, the spas. I mean, they're fantastic. In fact, one of the last cruises I did, it was a girls' cruise. It was a girls' trip, just 6 of us. And I'm telling you, we bought the spa package. So we had like the members only area in the spa, and we pretty much did spa every day. And that's where we spent our time and absolutely loved it. So, a couple tips for any of you, and we'll kind of show these if you haven't heard, we have spa staterooms. So if any of you are spa goers out there, we have spa staterooms on a lot of our ships where we have a members only space. And what's so great about these staterooms is they surround the whole spa area. So there's like 3 decks, and there's a variety of stateroom types, interior ocean view suites, you name it. Oh, good. Oh, spa balcony on the breeze. You're going to love it. Going to love it.
There you go,
What's so
Amy.
nice, it's like it surrounds the spa, and you have your little bathrobe and slippers. You can literally just walk right out of your room and you can smell that fresh, relaxing spa smell. And it has little elevated stuff in your room, little as far as products and such. But you walk out and then you have your own private elevator that takes you into the members only space where you can go to the thalassotherapy pool, you can go to the relaxation room. What you see pictured right here, these are these warm, they're very heated relaxation chairs that I am telling you, there's nothing like it. One of these days I need to somehow buy one and have one in my house.
I know,
It
right?
is, oh, it's like it melts all the stress away. But it's just fantastic. So one of the things I highly recommend is that. And even if you're not that big a spa goer, or you don't do a spa stateroom, you can purchase a spa day pass. And I highly recommend doing it. It's just such a lovely way to spend the day and take advantage of all the perks in that space. And then also a little tip, and again, those of you that have cruised many times, you're probably aware of this, but unless, I like getting on board and they offer some really great spa sales. And so I always find, because sometimes you can book in advance. And so if there's some specific you want on a given day, then it's worth it. But I like to get on board and see all the little sales. I'm like, I love my sales, right?
Yeah.
Um, but a lot of the deals you'll find are the days, of course, when you're in port, which, you don't want to miss a
Yeah.
port necessarily. But what I find is even on those days, if we don't sail till 5, but you need to be back on the ship around 4:30, you can schedule something right at that time and you're still just on the ship. You get a great deal and then you're still ready for sail away party. So that's just one of
Wow.
the things I find that works really well to get a great deal on the
That's a
spas.
great tip.
Yeah. So that's a lot of fun. All right, we can move to the next.
And again, look at those views.
I know, right? It is the best.
I just
Truly
put me
the
right
best.
there in that chair. I'll be just fine.
Oh, yep. So, and there's the thermal suite. So that's just a different view, and you can go ahead and scroll to the next. So that's
Okay.
part of the spa area, and then the thalassotherapy pool. So this is like a little solarium area, and it's like got these jets that are just outstanding. It's not a hot tub. It's not hot, but it's a what am I trying? Therapeutic. That's the word I'm like. I was about to say aromatherapy. No, it's therapeutic, but it's fantastic. So that's
Yeah,
all a
it
part
does
of it.
have the bubbles or whatever.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
Cool. All right, we can move to the next.
so nice.
Okay, and then of course the youth activities. So we have so much, for families. And again, my kids have grown up going on Carnival. They're 21 and 17 now. So every experience that we've been on through their growing up has been. I mean, they started when they were probably 2 and 3 years old, and it's always been awesome. And what I love about our programs is that we do have something for different age groups. So, of course, we've got our partnership with Dr. Seuss at Sea. And if any of you, I grew up on Dr. Seuss. I loved reading his books. So
Oh yeah.
as a kid, so it's very nostalgic. Super fun. If you haven't done, I just saw grown people love to do, yes, the breakfast. So we do a Seuss brunch, which is so much fun on the last day at sea on all of our ships. And you don't need, you can make reservations when you get on board, but it's so cool. And of course, there's green eggs and ham, there's colorful pancakes. It's really nostalgic. All the characters are coming around, and it was so funny because I think my kids were like preteens when we went, and they kind of poo-pooed it. So we went in there. Next thing I know, they had they were going and getting the characters to sign their little books, taking pictures. I'm like, yep, I knew it. But it was fun for me, and it was fun for my mom. We everybody loved it. So definitely a neat program that we offer. And then you can. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Cheri. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say I booked this. I booked this for the celebration. So we're going to
Oh,
the Dr.
good.
Seuss breakfast.
Oh,
Yes.
you'll love it. You'll love it. And you try to do this at Disney or any other place and book a character breakfast. You'll never do it for. I think ours is, what is it, $8, $6?
Sorry.
Yeah. So very, very reasonable too. Fun thing to do. Okay. And so then we've got the Camp Ocean. So that's going to be for our younger cruises. Oh, bless your heart.
Sorry.
So starting with the little, so we'll have the little turtles, and this is going to be for the youngest, where we have kind of playtime with the activity coordinators and the adults. And then we have where it starts at age 2 on up, of course, is supervised. So of course, adults can check them in, check them out. But we have programs from 2 to 4, from 5 to 8. I'm sorry. 2 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 11. There you go. And it's awesome. And what's so great is, of course, they have their own activity center with the youth coordinators that plan activities all throughout the day. What you may not know is, first of all, that it is complimentary for the guests on all the sea days, and it usually operates from about 9 a.m. till 10 at night. Then we offer night out parties even after that, where we'll do some fun things for the kiddos. And the way I always try to explain it is, first of all, they're not being babysat, they're being entertained. So you can rest assured they're having a great time doing age appropriate activities. They're being supervised while the adults can have some time to themselves as well. And then they can gather and do some great family activities too. That's what, to me, brings it all together. It makes it such a wonderful family vacation.
Oh yeah. It looks fabulous, again with all the colors.
Oh, they
just
do such a good job. A couple tips on this. One is if you are taking kiddos on a cruise, is fill out the paperwork in advance. So when you're doing through my cruise manager, you can go ahead and sign them in and register them and fill all the paperwork out. This way you're done, because the way I see it is when you're on vacation, you don't want to be going to a meeting or going to fill out paperwork. You want to be done with all the minutia, right? So do that in advance. They'll already be checked in. Then when you get on board, you don't need to attend a meeting. All you do is swing by our Camp Ocean program, and they'll have the agenda for the entire cruise. So like if you have littles, then okay, on this day is a great day to plan when I'm going to get my massage, because I'm going to take Susie in and drop her so she can be a part of this
oh
activity.
yeah.
Or this is the night we'll go to the steakhouse and go hit the casino because they're going to go to dinner with their friends and go see a show. So
Yes.
it's so nice because you can kind of coordinate that way, and it makes it such a wonderful way for families to enjoy themselves.
Very
Okay,
nice.
we can scoot to the next. And then the other things, of course, are teen clubs. So we have awesome things for teens as well. So we've got Circle C for our tweens, and Club O2. So Circle C is 12 to 14 and Club O2 is 15 to 17. And they have their own space, which, they can be cool. Adults not allowed. Let them hang out and do their thing. But our youth coordinators are really good about gathering them for different activities. So they'll gather together to go play basketball. They'll do dodgeball. They'll go see movies under the stars. They'll go to the deck party together. So they do a really good job of kind of entertaining them and keeping them busy so they stay out of trouble, right? That's what you need to do
Yeah,
with teens.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Um,
mean, this says that they even have a version of the prom.
Yeah. I mean, they do such an amazing job. And what I think is so cool, what I've seen with my kids over the years, is they meet kids from all over. And of course, now our world has gotten so much smaller with Snapchat and social media stuff, but they stay friends and they stay connected, and they talk about their next cruise and when they're going to see each other again. And it really is a neat, they do an outstanding job with the program. And I did also forget to mention for the littles too, to go back, when we're at, in port days and parents want to go do a shore excursion, and maybe it's not one that would be entertaining for the kiddo, we will keep the kiddos in our youth program complimentary. So, which is kind of nice. So if you want to do a shore excursion and your 5-year-old's like, I'm out, I don't, want to go see this, what monument, whatever it might be.
I'm gonna hang out with
Um,
my friends, huh?
yeah, they want to hang out with their friends, they can do that. And we'll even take them to dinner. So if there's a night that you want to go and just have a leisurely dinner at a steakhouse, or do chef's table, or go to the Carnival kitchen, whatever you may want to do, we will take them to dinner and eat kid-friendly food with their friends, with their age group. So that's kind of a
That's
nice thing.
fantastic. Love
Yeah.
it.
All right. We can move to the next. Okay. And then bring your appetite. So
Oh,
I'm sure many of you have your favorites. This is where I have a problem. I get on board. There's a lot of options and makes it very difficult. And it keeps getting better and better. We keep adding more and more choices. So it makes it
oh,
really
I tell
difficult.
you, that's what I said. The new XL ships. I mean, they're foodie ships to me.
They are foodie ships. They truly are foodie ships. Yeah, it's gotten to the point where there's so many specialty dining options. You can't even, I mean, you could, I guess, in a 7-day cruise. Yeah, I guess you could hit all of them, but it would be tough.
Difficult to
You
hit
have
them
to have
all.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, elastic waistband for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to the next slide. So, as you know, for those of you who sailed with us, and there's you who haven't, we'll let you know. So, on all of our ships, of course, we have our main dining rooms, and so we keep one that's your time. So, for those that just kind of like to, come and go when they want to, they don't have to have a set time any given day. This works out great for them. And then we have the other one, which is more of a traditional, what we call a traditional dining, where you have a set time, set table, same waiter. And a lot of times people that are traveling with groups, maybe, or, family, they want to kind of everybody do their thing, but at family, they come together. And that's a nice way to do it there. So we have this open breakfast, lunch, dinner, as well as brunch, which is awesome. If you haven't done our brunches, I highly recommend that. And of
Sea day
course, it's going to be
brunch. Yes.
complimentary. Yeah, sea day brunch is a really nice way to go.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what we plan on doing, with the group cruise,
Yeah.
is that, have that set dining time to, whoever wants to join in can join in, and, you all just go your own ways through the day, but then we all kind of meet up at dinner
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
talk about it or make plans for the evening, maybe to go to a show afterwards or
That's
something like
exactly what we do. And it's nice. It's kind of like everybody do their thing. And then that's where you all come together
that. And
again.
then,
So
yeah, it's great. I love it.
yeah. And then, of course, we've got our Lido dining. So, our casual dining options, again, what I love, there's more and more choices. Every time we bring out a ship, there's more and more choices. But what's so nice is, again, complimentary to the guests. And it's more like stations, right? So, you have different food stations. So, you'll have a great salad bar, you'll have the deli, you'll have the pizzeria, you'll have, a lot of them have the seafood grill. We'll have an Asian grill, sometimes like a wok station, Indian food. We have, I mean, on and on and on. Of course, I still haven't touched on the favorites. Well, let's go to the next slide because I think that talks about some of the other alternative favorites, which, of course, you've got to have a Guy's Burger by Guy Fieri. It's
Of course.
unbelievable. Best burgers at sea. And then the Blue Iguana. We've got, of course, fabulous Mexican food. We do even, I didn't even know this because I always went by at lunchtime for tacos and burritos, but we do breakfast burritos, which is kind of nice. So if you're up and moving, great
Yeah.
place to go. Yeah, grab a breakfast burrito. It's complimentary. And then, of course, with our partnership with Guy Fieri, he also has his Anchor, Guy's Pig and Anchor
Oh,
barbecue and smokehouse.
love
Oh,
it.
it is so good. You've got to try the trash can nachos. Trust me, trash can
Yes.
nachos. But
Yes.
they're amazing.
Yes.
So again, lots of options. And now Shack's Chicken, that's the other one. We have the big
Yeah.
chicken on some of our ships with Shack, and and I've heard people. I have not gotten to try that yet. And you're right. I just saw that, Judy. Yes, we do need more big chicken on the ships, and I think it's coming because it is rivaling Guy's Burgers. People love it so much. It is pretty fantastic. And yes, the mac and cheese. Yeah,
Yes.
so good.
It is all the rage. And yes, I've already talked to some of my friends that are going on the celebration with me. We're going to try Blue Iguana for breakfast because I
Yes.
absolutely love Blue Iguana for
Yeah.
lunch, but I've never had the breakfast. So that's on our list to do.
There you go. Good. Good for you. Okay. And then we'll go to the next. And I'm sorry, I'm talking way too much. Okay. So many choices
Oh,
of
you're
dining.
fine. Absolutely. I'm
We
loving
also have our Gigi Asian restaurant. Fantastic. I love this restaurant. Again, what's really cool about Gigi, and I'm also going to talk about our Italian restaurant. So Gigi, you can make reservations. So you can do so in advance before you get on the cruise. You can do it when you're on the cruise for dinner. And then also, and there is a little fee. So I think it's $18 now, but it's a 4-course meal. Well, it's well worth it. The value is incredible of what you get, the quality. But what's also nice is at Gigi Asian and our Italian restaurant, Cucina, for lunch, it's complimentary to our guests. And it's a little different. It's not going to be the full menu, but what it'll be is a 3-course meal. So think at the Asian restaurant, you get like a little salad or soup. Then you get a stir fry, and it's cooked to order. So you pick your meats, you pick your sauces, your veggies, and that's complimentary.
Oh, love it. Yeah.
And then you can go ahead and go to the next screen. And then on Cucina at our Italian restaurant, same thing. So again, you make reservations for dinner, and I'm going to give you all another little tip here in a second. But at lunch, you can go complimentary, no reservations needed, and you get a salad, breadsticks, and a cook-to-order pasta. So you pick your pasta. So it really is a neat experience, and again, just a nice way to try it for those that don't want to, they don't want to spend maybe the extra money, or just looking for something different besides the Lido, buffet. So this is a great way to go. One of my personal favorite things to give as a tip, and this is something we do every time we cruise, whether it's just my husband and I, my family, or extended family and friends, I always book specialty dining on the first night of the cruise. And here is why. So for those of you who have cruised many times, you'll understand this. For those who haven't cruised, you'll probably get it too. Our ships are large. And when you look at contemporary cruising, you're talking thousands of people getting on a ship, and half the people have never been on before. So they're trying to navigate and figure out where to go, what time's dinner, what restaurant are they at. And so on the first night, it's a little bit crazy because everybody's kind of finding their way. So once they find their way, everybody settles in. By night number 2, everybody knows where to go. They go, and then you go to and then I always love to go to the main dining room on the second night. But the first night, I love going to the specialty dining because it's quiet. It's relaxed. I see. Yep. Steakhouse offers free wine on the first night, so a lot of them have little perks that a lot of people don't know about the specialty dining until they get on board. So it is a great way to start your vacation right. It's nice and calm and relaxing, and it's just to me the best. So whether it's Gigi Asian, the steakhouse, Italian restaurant, any of the specialty dining, I highly recommend doing that the first night.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love to do the steakhouse and get that bottle of wine the first night.
Yep, it's good, and my God, it's so good. The food is so good too.
And
Okay, we can go to the next slide, and I think that's the next slide. Yes, the steakhouse. This is one of my
oh, look
personal
at that. Isn't
favorites.
that gorgeous?
It is so gorgeous, and I've got to tell you, I think it's on the Panorama, so Horizon, Panorama, and Vista. One of the really neat things that we did, so if you're sailing on one of those ships, is right next to the steakhouse, they put the piano bar. And what's really cool is in the back of the steakhouse, they open the dividers. So early in the evening, before it's a sing-along piano bar, the pianist is just playing lovely music in the background. It is so awesome while you're sitting in the steakhouse,
Nice.
and they have these fabulous little bars where you can go get a pre-dinner drink, grab a glass of wine or a martini, have a five-star dining experience in the steakhouse, and listen to the piano player. It is fantastic.
That's a great
So
tip.
yeah, yeah. So I just absolutely love it. But great way to celebrate. And then talk about foodies. I know you were saying foodies. And one of the other things, if you guys have ever done this, I'm curious if anyone on here has done Chef's Table. So talk about taking it to the next level. We offer, it's called Chef's Table, and this is a dining experience that's exclusive to anywhere between about 12 to 16 of our guests. We only offer it on a few nights at the ship. It must be booked in advance because it fills up so quickly. But it is a 7-course meal with free flowing wine pairings, champagne toast, hors d'oeuvres in the galley, behind the scene tours. We give you a cookbook. You have pictures. The executive chef is with you the whole time. It is, trust me, if you are a foodie, you've got to do it. You've got to give it a try. It's roughly $100 a person, but we make nothing on it because I'm telling you, a 7-course meal, you're getting the best steaks, lobsters, Chilean sea bass, lobster bisque.
Wow.
It goes on and on and on. And they are just showcasing their talents as they're preparing and showing you all the unique things they can do for Chef's Table. So definitely amazing and one of my favorite dining experiences anywhere. So
Yeah. Sounds
yeah.
amazing.
All right. Okay. So we'll move on from food, I think, to stateroom. So at some point you got to sleep, right? So um,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe sleep. What I do love, and I can say this because I have been with Carnival for 25 years, so I've seen all of the ships in our fleet, is that on all of our ships, we really have comfortable staterooms. They're very spacious. They're very accommodating. This is kind of our standard, what I would call standard balcony stateroom. And depending on, you know, your budget and what you're looking for, what's important to you, where do you want to spend the money on your vacation, is how I look at it. You really can't go wrong. It's a personal choice. Obviously, if you can do a suite, great, because you're gonna always love doing the balconies and suites. But if you'd rather, if you're on a certain budget and you want to spend the money on other things, excursions and shopping and casino or dining, whatever it is, you can't go wrong. But this is going to be kind of your standard balcony room. If you'll go to the next slide, Cheri.
Okay.
When you go on up into the suite, so obviously in the
Ooh.
suites on all of our ships, beautiful. It's going to be more spacious. You're going to have that living space. You're going to have extended balconies. You're going to have walk-in closets, whirlpool baths. You're also going to have VIP perks, meaning when you get to the ship, you have VIP check-in. So you're not waiting in line. You kind of get on and off easy. Same with debarkation. You're kind of first off the ship if you choose. When we hit the ports of call, you're moved to the front of the line, all those kinds of things. So there's going to be added perks, obviously, with the suites. And then we get in, if you want to move to the next slide, we get into even some more what we call specialized staterooms. Earlier, I was talking about Cloud 9, and these are the spa staterooms. So those that are booked in the Cloud 9 spa staterooms, again, you'll see it kind of has a different decor. And
Beautiful.
then yeah, they're gorgeous. And then they're going to have access to that Cloud 9 spa area and that members only space. And then move to the next slide. And these are going to be, again, unique to what we call our Vista class and Excel class. So Family Harbor staterooms you're going to find on Vista, Horizon, Panorama, as well as Mardi Gras, Jubilee, and Celebration. And these are great for families with little kids. What I love about them, as you can see, again, different decor, kind of has like a New England feel.
Yeah, I love it.
Isn't that pretty cool? Will hold up to 5 in a stateroom. It even has kind of like a sliding area to separate kind of the parent area with the kids area with 2 TVs. They have some that have 2 bathrooms in the room. What's really great is anybody that's booked in the Family Harbor rooms has access to the exclusive Family Harbor Lounge that you see at the bottom of the picture. And so this Family Harbor Lounge has snacks all throughout the day. It has that 24-hour ice cream. It's got the coffee station for the parents. It's got cookies and milk turn down service. It's got games. It's got movie nights. So it's a really great space that's right down the hall, because I can tell you, back in the day when I had my littles with me, 3-year-old, that wanted to go get, a chocolate milk and a cookie, and we were on deck 5 and we needed to go to the Lido deck 10, 5 decks up to go get that cookie. Trust me, had this been there, I would have booked it, because they can literally in their PJs go right down the hall. They use a little key access and go get their snacks. So it's really fantastic. Okay, then the next slide, and this will be the same on those ships I just mentioned, are the Havana accommodations. Now, I'd be very curious. I'm sure so many of you out there that have cruised with us, hopefully somebody has sailed in Havana section of the ship. This is pretty cool. So
yeah,
Havana,
I do have some Havana ship cruisers in the chat. Yep.
Oh, I love it. What I love, it again, it has that Cuban vibe. So again, a totally unique feel. And what's really neat in the Havana section is not only do you have this little gated area, it's like in the Havana cabanas have their own deck space with a little hanging chair, lounge space. They open their gate and they walk around to their own private exclusive pool, which is pretty awesome. So they've got their own hot tubs, their own bar area, their own pool. So it's very exclusive. It's mainly for adults or families with kids. They have to be 12 and up. So it's not for families with little ones. So they want to keep it more kind of adult feel. And I got to tell you, our guests love it. And a lot of them, what they do is they book multiple balconies and cabanas right next to each other. So they literally it's like they're sitting on their little porch at home with their neighbors. It's so cute.
Wow.
I love
That's
it.
the way to do it.
Love it, love it. Okay, you can go to the next. And then on the Excel class, so this is going to be Mardi Gras Celebration Jubilee. We even amped it up more with our Excel suites. So as you can see here, our Excel suites are massive. You're going to have a lot more room space, obviously, larger rooms. You're going to have a separate living room, walk-in closet, whirlpool bath, a little mini kitchen, a little dining area. Outside, to me, is where it blows your mind. So as you can see here, these presidential suites, they're going to have an outdoor dining area, lounge chairs. There's a little chair. There's a day bed. And in the little corner in the back right, your own private hot tub. So what a great way. These are pretty fantastic. So these are going to be on the Excel suites on these ships. And if you'll scroll to the next slide, it also gives them... Oh, go ahead.
I do have a friend that he books the corner Excel suite. Yeah, every time. Yep.
It's pretty fantastic. Then they're also going to have access to this exclusive area. So this is going to be our Loft 19. So they're going to have deck space up on the 19th deck. So they'll have their own little waiting pool, bar service. There's even cabanas that they can rent if they want to for the day. There's light food service. And anybody that's booked in the Excel suites also has access to the members only spa area too. So, and of course the VIP check-in, all the good stuff. Yeah. So yeah, can't go wrong there. So pretty spectacular.
Yeah, spectacular for sure.
Okay, we can go to the next slide. So I think this is just to tell you a little bit. So we've kind of already talked, we've been saying about the Mardi Gras, the Jubilee. You saw the video, the celebration on these Excel class. So if you'll scroll to the next slide. So it's Mardi Gras again, Mardi Gras, I should say, Mardi Gras sails out of Port Canaveral. So we're trying to take the Excel class ships that are unique and spread them out across, offering different itineraries and different home ports. So Mardi Gras is based out of Port Canaveral. We then have the Celebration, which is already sailing out of Miami. And then coming this December, well, I was going to say Cheri will be on there, but she'll be on Celebration first. But Jubilee will be coming to Galveston, Texas. That's my hometown is Texas, where she'll begin sailing our 7-day Western Caribbean. So it's really just offering, those options to make it, again, as close to home for people to get to our ships and have different itineraries to choose from on these beautiful ships.
Yeah. See, we were supposed to be on, that says November 18th. We were supposed to be on the second U.S. sailing. Yeah.
I know I need to.
And then, of course, it got pushed back. So, but I think now it's December 23rd, I think is the first.
Christmas sailing. Yep.
Christmas sailing, yes. So,
all right. If you go to the next, I'm sorry. Almost there, you guys. So again, I mentioned this, what's kind of unique on those is the fact that we have 6 different zones. So each of the zones, like you'll see here on the Celebration, it has Central, Gateway, Summer Landing, Lido, Ultimate Playground, and Biscayne. And each area, again, has those different entertainment, different activities, different dining experiences. Okay, if you'll go to the next slide, just a couple images, because I know I'm keeping you guys way too long.
You're fine. I'm loving it.
But this is just an example of the atrium. So when you're looking at that Excel class, I mean, to me, it's just stunning. And I have to say, I was so fortunate to go on the Celebration when she first came into Miami. And literally, this is what you walk into. It is gorgeous. As you can see, floor to ceiling windows, 3 stories high, this beautiful area during the day to meet up, have coffee. You've got different activities. And then if you'll go to the next slide, what's really cool is at night, it changes into an entertainment venue that is spectacular. So there's live music, there's acrobats. It's just gorgeous. I have to tell you, the space was done so well. And if you go to the next slide, like this is just an example of one of the beautiful bars around that area. And then you're looking down so you can see people for 3 stories to just kind of enjoy, listen to music, grab a good drink. They just did such a good job with the different zones and just enjoying and seeing all these wonderful new spaces.
Gorgeous.
So yeah. All right. If you'll go to the next slide, and then we're getting close to the end. Oh, and then of course, talk about even more food. So as we do on that ship, we're even able to offer more dining options. And you've got Emerald's Bistro with Emerald Lagasse, which is going to be fantastic.
Can't wait to try that.
Yeah, you got to try that. And the other one is Rudy's Sea Grill. So that's the other 5-star dining experience on the ships. It's going to be our upscale seafood restaurant that you'll find on the Excel class as well. Okay. And now I think we're moving to Italy. So I'm just going to tell you a couple things. Yes. So since I just got back from the Venezia, I was telling Cheri about it, so we took over a couple of our sister ship Costa, her ships that we have now inherited, and we have created Carnival Fun's Italian style cruising. And we are offering Carnival Venezia, which is now sailing from New York. We'll be doing sailings to Bermuda as well as Canada and to the Caribbean. And then I saw already somebody's going to be sailing with us on the Firenze, which will be going out of Long Beach next year, spring of 2022. Yay. So we're so excited. And just a couple images just so you can see the differences. But it really, if you'll go to the next slide, it is such a cool ambiance on these ships, you guys. It is gorgeous. What you find is it's still the fun of Carnival. So you still have the energy, the activities, but it has this Venice feel and theme to it. So instead of the deck party, it's like a festival and everybody's wearing their Venetian masks. Wow. And of course, the Italian restaurants are amazing. And instead of the Alchemy Bar, it's called Amari. And we have specialty drinks that are infused with like limoncello and like a limoncello mojito, which was my favorite. Yeah. All these fun things. If you'll go, that's the atrium. So that's the beautiful atrium as you walk on the ship, and you can go to the next slide. This is the solarium. So this is the pool deck. It is gorgeous, you guys. What's so nice is sailing out of New York, we're able to cover the area. So if it is a little not weather conducive, in fact, when we were there, it was raining. So we were able to cover it up and enjoy the space. We've got a wonderful coffee shop, a little We have a little Mexican Italian fusion restaurant right next to it called Tomadoro. That's complimentary to our guests. Again, great space. It's absolutely breathtaking. And then if you'll go to the next
Yeah,
slide, I
this
think this.
doesn't even look like a ship. I mean, this
Oh,
looks like a land resort, doesn't
it's
it?
crazy. It is. It is
Wow.
so beautiful, and all the staterooms are so gorgeous. Look, you guys, this is the the Canal Grand restaurant
Look
with
at that.
the gondola right in the middle. This is where we ate at night, the main dining. The food was phenomenal. Um, it was just, yeah, I had the best beef carpaccio I've ever had in my life on board the ship. And they have a very unique, I think it's called Elagio, is our Italian, like a upscale Italian restaurant on board, and they had this chicken parmesan pizza, and it is divine. So just a
Ooh,
little tip if you're on one of these ships.
okay.
But yeah, it's really cool. As you can see, it has such a different look and feel, but you still get the fun of Carnival. And then if you'll go to the next slide, I believe that maybe that's it.
Woo!
Yay! So I hope we gave you some nuggets for those of you that have cruised with us so many times. I hope there was something new that you could take away, but also inspire you to get on board with us again. It makes me excited every time I see it, talk about it, walk on board our ship, Cheri.
Oh, I know. I'll go ahead and stop sharing,
Yeah.
and then I'll come back here. Hold on just a second. Okay. Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you, it just like you said, it's just it doesn't matter how long it's been. It's time to go cruising. I have cabin fever, so I'm ready to go. I'm so ready to go. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat now. But yeah, everybody's been commenting, right along with you. Looking forward to the Jubilee. This is Carol Lazy Day. She's going to be on the Jubilee with us. Looks
Fantastic.
amazing. Can't wait to see the different. Now she's going to have the trifecta. So she's going to have Carnival, Celebration, and Jubilee.
Oh
So
my gosh, that's amazing. That's awesome.
yes, and Manny's going with us in February as well on the Jubilee. And then Cheryl, I'm going to meet on the Celebration. So can't
Wow.
wait for that. D&G Explorers, I'm going to meet on the Celebration. So, it's just such a great way to get together with friends and family and just catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Well, I feel the same way. So hopefully I'll come across you guys on one of these sailings in
I
the near
know,
future.
right? Yeah. But I think that's about it. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Let me see. Uh it says thank you so much for coming on, Alicia. Great to hear your insights. Thank you, D&G. And then we have Tanisha from Leonard Family Fun. She's going to be on the Jubilee with me. Can't wait to get
Awesome.
on the Jubilee and get lost.
I love it.
And we said we're gonna film Tanisha going, sorry you didn't come with us. Bye.
Exactly.
So absolutely. All right. So I think that's about it. But I want to thank you so much, Alicia. I had so much fun. Your presentation was amazing.
Oh,
And
thank
yeah,
you.
everything worked out perfectly.
Well, thank you for being Vanna. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. Blaine says, hoping to be at the naming ceremony for the Jubilee. Yeah. Hope to meet
Ooh,
Alicia
nice.
there.
I'd love that. Love it.
It
Love
is
it.
possible. It is possible. So watch for her. Cruising with Judy's going to be on the Jubilee with me. Great info. Thanks a
Awesome.
million. So, all right. Any parting final words?
Oh, no, just, I mean, enjoy. I mean, honestly, just take advantage of, that's what I say. Try different things, try different food, try different activities, go and experience because that's the beauty of it, right? To me, like it's all there for you. So definitely enjoy it. And obviously, Cheri can help you. You guys know that she's the expert, and that's the beautiful thing because we all work so closely together. So she knows all the ins and outs and where the deals are, and she'll definitely be your advocate. So we just want to make sure you have a great time. So we so appreciate you sailing with us, and for those that aren't booked yet, we hope you do soon, and we'd love to welcome you on board. So thank you so much for
Absolutely. We're going
coming.
to be partying in that corner aft Excel suite of
Good for you.
Manny's. That's right. And we're all looking forward to finding out who the godmother or godfather of the Jubilee
Oh
is going to be.
yeah. We just had Jay Leno as our godfather. That was pretty cool. That was so fun.
Yes. So we're all waiting to hear about that. So, but yeah, so I would love to have you back sometime. We'll talk
I'd love
more,
it.
and definitely so happy to have you here today with us. So
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for having me. All right, you guys. Well, have a good evening.
Thank you all.
All right. Bye.
And have a blessed and awesome night. And I will see you on the beaches of the world. Thanks, guys. Bye.